Back from a fresh workout. All praise to the Most High. You know, man, let me tell you something, man. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. One of the most wildest things I've ever seen in my life, man. It's people in this world nowadays. There's so many people in this world that are just filled with misery and sorrow. And because the Most High chose us for greatness, because the Most High chose us for blessings and for glory and for praising His holy name, to us, it seems bizarre to follow the ways of this world or to just observe the phenomena that this world is now exhibiting, a lot of the lost souls of this world. And one of these things is the obsession that people have with what I can only perceive is the light that you have. I listened to a brother earlier quoting from the scriptures. They're saying that the wicked can't understand or perceive or conceive the light. The light is foreign to him. The light is foreign to his mind. The light is foreign to his perception of reality. And I'm finding that to be true. Because one thing I've known for certain about life is when people or a person can't control you, the next thing they want to do is try to control the narrative around you by trying to manipulate by means of lying, spreading rumors and false accusations and allegations against you to those around you to try to control the way that they perceive and look at you. And the reason why they do that is because they are envious and they're jealous of you and they can't stand that you are who you are and that who you are, who the Most High has made you to be, makes them feel so inadequate deep down inside. It makes them feel bitter. It rouses up anger and rage in them because they can't stand the fact that you stand tall, that you are who you are, that you love and you worship the Most High, that you won't bend the knee to this world, that hashtag your soul is not for sale. You're not selling your soul to this world. You're not selling your world for you're not selling your soul for acceptance. You're not going to twist the truth and bend it into a lie in order to gain some attention or some clout or to try to be accepted into some type of crowd. Right? You have no problem with being by yourself. You have no problem with being in your own peace and your own shalom. You have no problem with just enjoying quality time with you and the Most High. See, a lot of people in this world nowadays are the exact opposite. They can't be alone. They don't know how to handle being by themselves. They can't handle it. When they're by themselves, you know what they do? They self-destruct. They find themselves overindulging in drugs. They find themselves overindulging in low vibrational negative things. They find themselves overindulging in demonic, satanic things. They find themselves harming themselves, giving themselves over to self-harm, negative self-talk. Them demons come creeping into their life and start kicking their tail. They can't be alone. So when they come across you and they witness you and they see that you have no problem being by yourself, that you have great shalom and peace by yourself, it agitates something in them. It fascinates, but at the same time it aggravates. And in some rights, it infuriates something within them. It makes them angry. It makes them furious. It makes them bitter because they see that you possess a quality that they don't. And instead of just appreciating it and trying to find a way to emulate it, they'll try to assassinate you while poorly emulating you at the same time. It's crazy. It's a really crazy thing to observe. It's a really crazy thing to behold. The level of hatred, the level of bitterness. It's like instead of just letting people be, there's this perpetual drive to try to control. So we got to go back to the age of when Christ walked the earth. These Pharisees and these Sadducees, when Christ came on the scene, they weren't content with just what the portion that they had for them. They wanted control. They wanted control of the whole monopoly board. They want from Park Place all the way around to Mediterranean, baby. They wanted the whole board, right? And they were willing to steal, kill, lie, and destroy in order to try to maintain that control. But really, it's not even control. It's the illusion of control. It's really not control. It's the illusion of control. So they'll do this. They did this with the hope that they could maintain the control that which they felt they had over, I don't know, their environments, their habitations, the groups of people, the social circles. You know, they wanted those esteemed places where they're well known and well acknowledged, feared and revered, or whatever terminology you want to throw out there, right? But the reality, the truth of the matter was they were desperate. They were broken and they were desperate. They were broken and they were desperate for power. For power and control in the world that they are dying in. Fleeting. It's fleeting because everybody is dying. We come in here before we know it, we're gone. How many people, how many rulers, how many tyrants have walked this earth? Thinking that they could have some type of control, thinking that they're going to live forever, that if they did this thing or did that thing, they'll live forever. Right? And where are they at? They're all dead. They're all dead. You know how many people have spoken great, swelling words of their conquest and their dynasties and how they're going to rule and how they're going to conquer and how they're going to go on for eons. And then you go to look for them or you go to search for them, and where they at? They did. They gone. They're in Sheol. You see, but this is the age and the generation that we're living in. The Most High knows. See, the wicked have no confidence and no faith and no belief in the Most High. They have no concepts of the eternity. This is this tangible world that we live in. This is all they know. This is all they live about. This is what they've been conditioned to accept. They live a fabricated reality. They live the illusion, not the truth. And because they live in the illusion and not the truth, and the truth is not of them, they are easily manipulated into falling into deeper and darker darkness, to deeper and deeper confusion, and to deeper and deeper manipulation and corruption. Next time you know, these cats is out here doing some of the most craziest, most obscene things. And the craziest part is some of these deranged souls will accuse you of the very things that they're doing. You over here minding your business, enjoying your salon, singing praises to the Most High. They over here going through it. They over here committing all types of atrocities and disgusting, vile decisions, behaviors, and choices. And then try to project it onto you. And it's like, nah, baby, you're not going to project that on me. That's you. That's you. You got to own that. You ain't finna project that onto us. No, we are not the same. Hashtag we is not the same. So we live in a reality where we have a lot of people that are just, we live in a generation, a chosen generation of people that many are going to be drawn close to the Most High, His word, His life, and His truth. And a lot of people who are going to become drawn to deeper and darker chaos. And in these weeks, months, and years to come, expect to see way more pandemonious type behavior and activities. Expect to see way more bizarre behaviors. You think we've seen something now? Nah, we ain't seen just how depraved humanity can become. We ain't seen that quite yet. We well on the way, but we ain't seen it yet. But it's on the way. We're going to see people betraying people to death. But brothers and sisters, family members betraying each other to the death for nothing. For nothing. I'm talking about for nothing. Like you straight up finna sell their soul, share their conscience, guarantee themselves an express ticket to the realms of Sheol upon death and a cursed life, even though they'll consider themselves blessed. For nothing. For nothing. We ain't going for it. Hashtag we is not for sale. Like this world pales in comparison to what the Most High has. And once you tasted the sweetness of the Most High and His goodness, once you've seen the truth of what this world really is, well, not the world, But when you've seen the truth and you understand the truth about what the Most High has created, this creation itself, and not just these artificial constructed worlds and environments that have been constructed by colonialism and imperialism and demonic and satanic agendas to keep people enslaved, to keep people in bondage, to keep people mentally and spiritually in a captive state, in an ignorant state, in a reprobated state, where they're tempted to sell their consciousness, their souls, and their spirits just for a little piece of the pie, not even a whole, not even a little piece of the pie, just so they can feel acknowledged, just so they can feel accepted, just so they can feel like they belong to something. Even if that thing that they belong to is death. Even if the thing that they belong to is death, they would rather belong to that than to bear the pain, the shame, and the fear. Because a lot of it is fear. The fear of being alone. A lot of people are scared to be by themselves. They scared to be alone. They scared to not be part of the crowd. They scared to walk in their own power. They scared to walk in the sovereignty that the Most High gave them. They scared of these things. And you got social circles that will try to ostracize you, persecute you, try to dehumanize you, and do all these things to try to discourage you from being who the Most High authentically created you to be. This is what they did to Christ. They did this exact thing to Christ. They demonized Christ. They slandered his name. They bare false witness against him. They did everything in their power to discourage him from being who the Most High will for him to be. But what they ended up having to realize is that no matter what they did, even if they killed him, which they did, it still didn't stop him from being who the Most High created him to be. Nothing could stop. Who can stop the hand of the Most High? Who can stay his hand? The only thing we will do, whether we will it or not, is we're going to further the cause of the Most High, because this is his creation. We have the illusion of control. We have the illusion of control. We don't control anything. We don't. We are simply players, if you will, in the grand scheme of what the Most High has created. And we live to serve his purpose and agenda, whether it's a role for honor or it's a role for dishonor, whether it's a role for praise and mercy and grace, or a role of curses and scorn and dishonor. We all got a role to play. We all got a role to play. We choose the Most High because we know ultimately the Most High has determined in the line for us to receive the greatest that the creation, not this world, forget the world, the creation has to offer. And see, the world in its reprobated, degenerated state think it has some control. And it will try to flex control over things it has no control over. And that's what Satan did. Satan tried to flex like he had control over something he had no control over. That's his whole agenda, is to flex and act like he got control over things he has no control over. All he can do is frustrate plans. He can frustrate plans of the Most High, but he can't stop the will and the purpose of the Most High. So he'll try to frustrate your plans. He'll try to cause you to lose friends or lose connections or lose opportunities or lose jobs or maybe lose your housing or lose your car, something like that. Thinking that that's somehow flexing control. But it's a false sense of control, because the Most High can purpose and allow for all those things to happen so that we receive greater than what it is that he allowed Satan to take. Job is a perfect example of this. Satan came in and took so much from Job. Thought he was flexing, thinking he was breaking Job, thinking he was destroying Job. But what happened in the end? What happened in the end? All that plus some came back to Job. And Satan had to walk utterly embarrassed and ashamed. See, for a lot of y'all, that's what your enemies, your adversaries, and those that hate you, that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. They slandering you. They lying on you. They bearing false witness against you. They trying to tarnish your name. They trying to tear you down. They trying to burglarize your life. They trying to burglarize your life, trying to turn everything against you, trying to turn people against you, trying to turn like favor against you, trying to do all these things to try to distract you, detour you, delay you. But baby, let me tell you something. The Most High is in control. He's in control. Romans 8:28 is a powerful promise. I ain't gonna say it's just a powerful verse or a word. It's a powerful promise. It's a powerful fact. All things work together for the good of those that love the Most High, for those that called according to his, come on now, according to his purpose. All of it, everything. So no matter what anybody frames against you, whatever agenda, whatever plot, whatever scheme, whatever plan, whatever sit around powwow people are trying to have about you to tear you down or to try to destroy you or destabilize you, man, rest in the Most High. Trust in the Most High. Trust in the Most High. So the Most High can make a fool out of them. He can make a greater fool out of them than the foolishness that they already perpetuating. And so that he can crown you with success, with honor, with beauty, with glory and achievement. Because that's great pleasure to the Most High. He love that. He love that. Walk in your power, man. Don't worry about the negativity that this world is in right now, because this world is full of a lot of dark, miserable souls right now. Because the truth is coming out and a lot of people are realizing that they chose the wrong lane. They chose to walk in falsehood. A lot of these people have involved themselves into demonic, satanic, occultic, cult-like ties, and they have done things that have seared their conscience, so to the point that God has given them over to a reprobate mind that they can't even really determine what the hell they doing anymore. They just waking up and doing all kind of crazy stuff, and half the time they don't even know why they doing what they doing. They don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. But that's what the demonic thing do, because it's a demonic thing at the core. Yeah, it might be people that are perpetuating the demonic agenda and allowing themselves to be willing vessels to perpetuate Satan's agendas in this world, which is what you see in a lot of social media and a lot of the world right now. It's perpetuating agendas that are completely anti-Christ or anti-God. It's all about self and vainglory, inflection, the illusion of control, and the illusion of power, and the false assertion of dominance. That's what we living in. That's what we dealing with. It's not even about truth anymore. It's all about lies and perpetuating lies and putting on fronts and putting on facades. That's the type of generation we living in. But that's what the script, that's prophecy for you though. Because in the last days it said men will be what? Lovers of themselves, scoffers, haters of righteousness, liars, sorcerers, witches. They're going to be all involved, dabbling into all types of stuff that once you get your hands into that stuff, it's like you're going to have to lose everything to get out of it. You might have to lose your life to get up out of that. You might have to lose your life to get up out of that. There might not be any getting out of that freely. There may not be no walking away from some of that stuff. Some of that stuff is worse than getting involved in the mafia. Some of that stuff these people are getting involved in is worse than the black mafia. Ain't no walking away from it. Pray for them. They talking about pray for you. No, we praying for y'all. We praying for y'all. That's just big facts, man. I got to get to this fool. I just want to sit here and bring this message out. Anybody here? Cool. If not, I know the universe here. We're going to speak truth, light, love, positivity. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what life is about, man. A lot of people are stuck on stupid. They stuck on negativity, and we praying for them, because that's a terrible life to live. That's a way of wasting life. That's wasting life. Just wasting your life away like that. But we speak of positivity, light, and love. May the Most High bless you, keep you up, keep you in high vibes, high energy, you know, lead you in righteousness, lead you in truth. To hedge of protection over you, because these demons is out here and they just going crazy because they know their time is short. Satan and his minions is going crazy because they know their time is getting shorter, especially as the children of Yasharal, the children of Israel. Yeah, that's right. We the Bruised, we the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? As we rise back up, as we wake up, as we reclaim our heritage, it's a sign to the entire universe and the creation that the end is near. The end of this current world scheme, Satan's world reign, and his confusion, deception, matrix simulation world he got going on is coming to an end. And hallelujah, call Allah, all praises to the Most High, y'all, for that. Torah Rababa, y'all, in the blessed name of your righteous Son, whom we've come to know as Jesus Christ of Nazareth, or as we in the Bruise, we know them as Yehoshua. Yehoshua HaMashiach. Peace and blessings to you all. Shalom, shalom.